Hey YouTube, welcome back. We are returning to Subnautica. So there were some updates that took place. Some of you might have noticed that I had a half episode that said skip if you want. So the half episodes was like 26 and a half, and I'll try and do this for most series, is what I'm going to use when it's not an entertaining episode. So for example, a few things did happen. I found magnetite when I went down to the deep purple cave, which is actually enormous. So if you want to see that, you can go back to the video and see it. I only went down there for a little bit because I can't explore too far with the sea moth, unfortunately. And I found magnetite, which enables me to build a compass, but even though I have lithium, I can't build crash powder, so something weird's going on. The first egg I had in there looks like it hatched, so I now have my own rabbit ray. It looks like it's a different color. I tried to build an extension, and the wreck is partway in my extension, so the little interaction overlap of stuff is kind of weird. I built another locker so I could store materials, which you might notice I have a ton of now. Like I said, that's because in the previous episode I actually went and collected a lot of materials so that I'd be ready to do stuff in this episode, so that you guys don't have to watch me collect materials. So what we're going to do though is, and I waited to build this stuff until I came back, we're going to build a radiation suit. We're going for the Aurora, a radiation suit, and a rebreather. I really like the rebreather because it extends how long I can be in the water, and I really like the radiation suit because now I can go check out the Aurora. So, yep, rad suit, gloves, and helmet I guess go with it, and now I have fins. Do my hands change? I think I have like a different looking suit on actually. Okay, so you might notice I have a ton of stuff on me. I have 4 quartz and a ton of titanium so that I can build solar panels, so that I can build fabricators, so that I can build a shelter when I get to the Aurora. I do have a little food on me. I have a battery so I can mark where I go, and I have a battery. I have a battery so I can mark where I go, and I have a beacon so that I can mark. They both start with a B, and it's messing me up. The beacon is so I can mark where I am there at the Aurora, which it's a big ship, not really hard. And the battery is so that I can change out the battery on the Sea Glide, because it only has about 50% power left, and I'm expecting to lose the sea moth on the way over. The big fangly reapers tend to really screw me over every time I approach the Aurora. So without further ado, because I think I've built everything I meant to, we're going to try and head for the Aurora.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, is that away. Okay, so let's head for the center of the Aurora, which is going to suck. I'm going to get attacked, I just know it. That's probably just some little tube that's sticking out. It would be nice to go get a free medical kit from... shoot. Did I point it in the right direction? Okay, so it needs to go just a little bit left. This way. So we're going to try and keep our eye open for sea glider parts. You might notice that my ship is sparking and like leaking from one side. When I was exploring down in the caves, I did scrape a wall, and now it just looks like I'm always leaking from the right side of my ship. So I think that's some cool little damage-based changes, which is really neat. I am completely expecting to get wrecked by a Reaper as I do this, because it happens every time. Every time I try and go to the Aurora, I get absolutely demolished by a Reaper. Ooh, is that a fragment? So I'm going to stop and check out... Nope, my rabbit ray is the same color as a natural one. Okay, so I'm going to stop and check out things like this as I head over, because I never know when I'm going to find something. If I have the ability to make crash powder, which for some reason I don't... Huh. But I can't actually read anything. But if I had the ability to make crash powder, I would have built a welder. But for some reason, like I said, even though I have lithium, I can't make crash powder. So that kind of sucks. I can see the ship, so I'm getting closer. Of course, we all knew that. That was the whole purpose. I'm not grabbing materials because I'm not too worried about it. I have quite a bit in my inventory. Enough to do what I need to do. So we're close to the Aurora. It's probably the closest I've managed to get in a while without getting wrecked by a Reaper. Oop, I bumped something. Whoa! No. I'm trying to be careful and like not just skirt through the open, because that's when the Reapers get you. I don't want to be gotten. Ah. Oh, I can't open that up. There's a down direction, isn't there? C. I actually don't see any openings for me to swim into, and I'm just hurting my ship now. We're getting closer. So where is the Reaper? There's, like, I think somewhere I read that the Reaper just always gets you when you go to the Aurora. And I've managed to get here and not get gotten. We have a stalker. We have a lot of ship fragments. Cool. And the radiation isn't a concern for me because I built the rad suit. So we made it to the Aurora. Awesome. Without losing my ship, which makes me really happy. So I'm gonna go right here then. I managed to get here without getting ripped apart by a stalker. No. Is this actually a better place to place it? Is this a better place to place it? Is this a good place to place it? I think it is. I think this is all okay. Metal salvage, metal salvage. I mean, it looks like we have some space around us to do something, and sheltered. In the past, I've picked a spot just like this. So I don't know if this is a spot that just always exists or what, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so how I build this matters just a little bit, but not a ton. So we'll do that. And then I always like to build my hatches on top because it makes them easier to access, and I can always move it later. Oh, quick thing to note. So in a previous playing of this game, yeah, you see how my air is still going down? It's because it's completely unpowered. So, I'll actually show it. So I'm at 71. If I step in, 70, 69. It doesn't go down as fast because there's the pressure difference, I guess. But in a previous playing of the game, I'd actually just swam down, because you get all your materials back when you build one of these. You could just swim down, build one, catch your breath, take it apart, swim further down, and repeat until you got to the bottom of the ocean. They've patched that, it would appear. So things I want to do, I do want a solar panel. And I guess we'll put the solar panels... I want them to be out of the way so I can still build and stuff. So we have at least one solar panel to start with. This is just making sure all my materials hold through. Solar panels were on what side? That side? B1. B1 and that thing. Okay. Okay, so this is the wall that I'll probably be building the fabricator on. I don't want to put it in the middle. I guess we'll put it here for now. So that's fabricator, which is awesome. So I've got most of the things I wanted to build. So now I just want one more solar panel. 2 seems to be a magic number. And now that I have power, I should have air. Yes. So you have to have a powered structure to have air. I've confirmed that now with myself. And I need 2 more titanium in order to make a locker, which I thought I had... I brought glass, but I did not bring the titanium to finish it. So, go me. I nearly got everything right. Somehow I still missed just a little bit. We're going to leave that sitting there, because I feel like every time I drive it in this area, I do get wrecked. Is that different? No. That's not scrap I can grab. I want scrap that I can grab. Where can I find grabbable scrap? Like that. That should be scrap I can grab, right? No. That's just a big chunk of the Aurora. Okay. That's totally legit. Okay. Well, now I have the salvage I need. So now we can make a little bit more titanium and store everything. Oh, there's scrap like right next to me. Oh, that's right. I gotta make it first. I wish that X button worked, but it doesn't. So if somehow someone who's making this game is watching my playthrough of it, can you fix that, please? Okay. So we can store the extra titanium and the battery. I actually tend to like storing living things, which is kind of silly of me, but it works. They don't rot if they're in your inventory or stored, which means I can just keep them forever that way, which is a very viable strategy. The rebreather I want to keep on me, and all of the rest of the stuff I want to keep on me. So let's assign that to spot 4. I don't know why I just bumped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Learn to count. 5. Okay, so I do want to find my way back to this location. Beacon label. Can I change the beacon label, please? Aha! So this is the... Whoops, do I have caps lock on? I do. Aurora base. Cool. So I made it out here. Nothing bad's happened. So that means I'm going to save real quick. Make sure that I am in fact recording. Yes. It's good. It's very good. Okay, so now we can go explore about the Aurora. And again, even though I have the sea moth out here, I'm not going to use it. Because every time I use that thing near the Aurora, I get attacked. And I don't feel like being attacked. Signal. Awesome. Large organic mass. I will keep that in mind. Let me in there. So I now have quite a bit of air. I mean, you can see it doesn't go down too quickly. And I'm wondering if they're going to do something so that you can breathe at deeper depths longer. They might not. Battery. First aid kit. Power cell. That's nice. Saving me a lot of time and effort. Can I actually scan these? Supply crates? No. Okay, and they don't refill, so I tend to leave them open so that I can just identify them again later. I guess we'll continue. Actually, we're so close, let's drop the stuff off. I have a really bad habit of getting attacked by a Reaper, which is why I'm super excited it did not happen. I mean, you can go find the older games, but I tend to lose like everything to that Reaper. I think I've lost 2 or 3 sea moths just driving back and forth. Oh, I don't really want to do it at night, but I don't have a way of sleeping. So I'm sorry. The game's going to get dark. I can't do much about it. It's just a side effect of recording. What you guys see is almost always darker than what I see. What's the other signal? Large organic mass, possible cave opening. I've had somewhat good luck with cave openings in the past. In fact, that I actually found them. Which apparently is a thing that most people don't successfully pull off. It's like, oh, there's a cave opening, and it's like thousands of meters below the sea. I tend to have better luck, apparently. Yeah, I know, nighttime's approaching. As I'm continuing to be really spendthrifty here. I'm pretty sure none of these are Cyclops pieces, yeah. Nighttime near the Auroras. It's a wonderful thing. You are way above the zone where you usually live. Whoop. I can open that. Water. Sweet. I will take water. It's a lot of things living here.
New creature discovered.
Really? No, I just hadn't grabbed one, I guess, since the most recent turning on of the game. And... okay, so it is still ripped open down here. Like I said,
Caution. 30 seconds of oxygen
I know.
remaining.
I've been to the Aurora before. I tried to race out here one time before it exploded, and they seem to have quickened the pace with which it explodes since then. So I know to come out here like I said, I don't have crash powder, so I really can't build a welder, which is super frustrating. But I can still get in and make my way around, which is what I want to do. See, now if I had a welder... Aurora black box device found, attempting what? Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. There was words at the bottom of my screen. Although I think I have a way of reading those after they've happened. Checking drive core damage against or impact velocity calculation suggests collision was insufficient magnitude to cause Aurora core breach. Oh, really? Okay, so let's stand somewhere where stuff's not going to fall on me. Ah, we'll save, but that's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do... Okay, so Aurora black box device found, attempting to download, encountering interference, warning, radiation at maximum tolerable level. Checking drive core damage against Aurora impact velocity, and the calculation suggests that the collision was of insufficient magnitude to cause a core breach. So that means that when we crashed, that did not cause the core breach. What caused the core breach is probably a very large life form beating the ever-living daylights out of this place. And I did not bring a flashlight. Shame on me. And now we're going to go to the other side, which I think is doable, right? Can I not get up over here? I think I can if I go over here. Come on, can I get up? Woohoo. Take some time and think. It's okay, game. It's okay. It's all good. I have a whole lot of things blinking on my map now. We got the large organic mass, we got all that stuff. And there's nothing here for me to grab. Okay. So the core breach was not caused by impact. So they either are implying that something on this planet caused the core breach, or they're referring to something that happened before the crash even took place, which means the ship was sabotaged, not just accidentally crashed. That was the latter I saw. I had the option to grab for a second there, and I was wondering what that was. So this all seems very familiar. Although walking always seems so tedious. I suppose I can always use this. Assessing internal damage. Damage pattern inconsistent with internal malfunction. Aurora black box device not found. I thought that it was found. I thought that was like the very first thing that happened. 87% of the habitable sections of the ship were rendered uninhabitable during detonation. So there's still 13% of the ship that can be inhabited. I mean, it's a big ship. So 13% would still be a noticeable number. Can I go this way? No. Ouch. Okay, let's not try that again. Fire hurts a lot and very quickly in this game. Okay. Detecting an extended debris field. It's not a thing I can interact with. I hate you. Ow. But I'm determined to scan you no matter the cost. Okay. Three attacks? 3 attacks kills them. Okay. So these guys suck. I hate them. They're jerks. I want that. Whoa, what the crud? Did it just run up the wall? I'm not. Give me the power cell. I'm not going to mess with the thing that can run up walls. So I don't think there's anything over here I can do, but I'm going to walk over there anyways. Go away.